This map shows where the gunman was in proximity to the stage when the Trump rally was going on. It was roughly 150 yards away. That's a football field, goalpost to goalpost, and then you add another 30 yards from there. WRAL's Sean Gallagher joins us now with some perspective of what this looks like in real life. Sean?
Yeah, Deborah, you mentioned a football field. Let's use a baseball field where we're at right now. About 50 feet from the center field fence here. This is about 450 feet from home plate. And on Saturday evening, this is how far away a man was with an AR-15 from the former president of the United States.
We've got our safety here, magazine release here, 30 round capacity, charging handle.
Inside Fuquay Gun, Clay Osley can tell you pretty much anything about any of the 10,000 guns they keep in stock.
And when we start talking about firearms that are great for beginners, this is absolutely one of them.
Thomas Matthew Crooks was able to get 148 yards away from former President Trump with this type of gun. Mind-boggling for Osley.
Your very experienced shooters can stretch on out with a 5.56 to several hundred yards. So 150 yards really isn't that far.
Osley took an unloaded rifle with a scope and set up a target about 150 yards away to give us a better idea of what this looks like. Here's what that looks like with our camera and then through the scope.
But I'd say the average person, within an hour, I could have you at 100 yards hitting a softball every shot.
We still don't know how Crooks got this gun, whether it was his or his parents', but federal law allows for Crooks to own this type of gun with a background check. And Osley says it's not unreasonable to believe, even at 20 years old, he could have been proficient at using it.
So you come down here to some of our more rural counties, Harnett County, Chatham County, 20-year-olds there. I'm going to say a good portion of them could take that AR-15 and at 150 yards easily hit a target with no problem.
As a young man, I started hunting when I was 12 years old.
With the 4-H program, Mike Yoder says kids start learning how to handle firearms as young as 8 years old, usually to get into hunting or target shooting.
We believe that we're raising young people who will be responsible and who will help ensure the safety of our society rather than, cause issues like we've seen in this situation.
And 4-H tells me that they have a see something, say something policy for all of their students, not only if somebody is mishandling a firearm, but even if they're speaking about using one in an irresponsible or unhealthy way. They want them to alert an adult so they can make sure nothing bad happens. Sean Gallagher, WRAL News, Wake County.